Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 2 of Let's Play Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. I'm your host, Colors Fade. We have finished what I like to call the prologue. And now we're out here. We've left Candlekeep. Imoen is caught up to us. And we need to make our way to the Friendly Arm Inn. There's a huge map here. Here's our world map. We can see here's the ambush site. Area map background. What's that? Oh, that's different. It's a beam daub thing. We can click on, we can see the world map. So here's the Friendly Arm Inn. This is where we want to go. This is Baragast. And we need to get up here. And as I was talking about in the previous episode, episode 1, to some degree, Baldur's Gate is what I like to refer to as a map clearing exercise. It's kind of, these worlds are open map, and these maps are open world, and you can explore them as much as you want to, and huge creatures may very well eat you. So what we want to do is go up here.
Yes, a waste of my talent.
And find the spot where our father was killed. Because there's going to be some loot that was dropped there. And we're probably going to run across some enemies along the way. If I remember correctly from the map, I don't know if it's on this map, it might be the next map next to it in the world. You eventually run across a pair of evil companions. One is a necromancer and the other is a thief, but they work, if you're playing a good Alliance party like I am, they work really nice as temporary damage sponges. So here's where Gorion died, and we're going to pick up his stuff. He has a magic belt. We're going to go over here and pick up the loot off of the creatures that Gorion managed to drop. He was very efficient at killing things. And we're going to get ourselves a bow and arrow, which is going to be great. So I'm going to want to equip that. Imoen has all the arrows. We might want to leave those all on her for right now. You can see this little icon up by my character. It's like supposed to be a smiling mouth or something, a yawning mouth. It means my character's tired. And right there, fatigue. And I can't remember exactly what fatigue does. It's a negative somehow. But I'm not exactly sure how. It's been so long since I played this game. At any rate, there's a whole bunch of other stuff on this map, and the question is, do I want to try to explore some of this map? I'm going to quick save, and I'm going to explore a little bit of this map and see if we manage to get some experience without getting eaten. I also remember that there's not a lot to discover on this map. And Imoen only has 40 arrows. So there's the border of the map, and you can see the wheel as my cursor turns over. We could transition to the next map up here. So if you go up there, this is how you would travel, and this would get us to this next map over. You could click on that and click travel, or I can just exit out of it.
Of course.
And we could keep trying to kind of clear this map and see what else is on it. And there we go. There's the first bad characters. Enemies. Oh, and Imoen just dropped it, and we gained 35 experience. So your experience points in Baldur's Gate are divvied up between you and the rest of the people in your party. So the fewer members in your party, the faster you could level up. A little bit disappointed that I can't hover or find out what that actually does. Class, combat stats, attacks per round. Wow, there's a lot of stuff going on there. Resistances, current script, skills, reputation, abilities. Most powerful vanquished, Shank. Anyways, yeah, we ran across the first little enemy bad guy. A gibberling. The very, very first time I ever played Baldur's Gate, I just followed the road and went straight for the friendly arm in, and I missed a whole ton of content on a lot of these maps. And I was like, what? Wait? You actually don't want to follow the road. Oh, here we go. Alright, I'm going to take... He's going to go in for the kill.
Yep.
She's going to shoot from range. Oh, and he just took one. Oh, man, I got hurt. I got really hurt. And unlike a lot of video games like Pillars of Eternity where you just auto heal, once the fight is over, we're not going to auto heal.
Of course.
So now I've lost half my hit points. And who's this clown over here on the road? Try to talk to him. Binkos. Sorry, chum, but I can't stop to chat. There's been another caravan raided northeast of Baragast, and I must report of these dire straits to the Grand Dukes. A messenger's work is never done. Okay. I'm gonna go down here because I'm gonna look for some friends. There they are. Yep, these two. So here's a sign in the road that says Candlekeep Coastway, but these are the guys I want to talk to. Czar.
You are so aggravating. She's disturbing to my demeanor.
Czar. He's kind of a nut job. He's a necromancer. Child wandering the wilderness. Surely you must be none too bright to be traveling these roads. What? Hey, you look a bit scuffed too. Fine pair of troubles all your own. Indeed. I can offer you healing potions if you wish, as a token of goodwill. I'd be grateful for any assistance. Nothing to fear from these simple potions, and I'll not even hold you in debt, though your conscience knows otherwise. Just like all good people. So we've gained a healing potion. Perhaps as payment you would go with us to Nashkel. It is a troubled area, and we mean to investigate some disturbing rumors surrounding the local mines. Some acquaintances are very concerned about the iron shortage, specifically where to lay blame in the matter. You would be useful, though I'll not hold you to it. We are to meet the mayor of the town, a man named Baron Gasco, I believe. Your conscience be your guide. Let's see. I would join with you, but I must meet someone first. Perhaps you will go with me. We've precious little time, but it's best to travel accompanied. Alright. So now they're with me, which is great. And
You spoke at me?
Montaron is a multi-class fighter thief. Montaron, by the way, let's see. He has pretty good stats. Oh yeah, he's got a total of 82. He's got a high dex, high strength, good constitution. So he's a nice little fighter. He just happens to be neutral evil, which makes him less useful in my group. He has a single little short sword, and he's got a potion of speed, which I'm going to take off his hands, and a potion of healing, which I'm going to take off his hands. And I'm going to group these things together. This is a belt, and we'd have to identify it. And it says, do you wish to identify the item with a spell or a scroll? We have neither, so we can't do that. That's the way Advanced Dungeons and Dragons of the time worked. So you don't automatically know what magical material does. You need to identify it first. There's also this Gorion scroll that we picked up. My friend Gorion, please forgive the abruptness with which I now write, but time is short and there is much to be done. What we have long feared may soon come to pass, though not in the manner foretold and certainly not in the proper time frame. As we both know, forecasting these events has proved incredibly difficult, leaving little option other than a leap of faith. We have done what we can for those in thy care, but the time nears when we must step back and let matters take what course they will. We have, perhaps, been a touch too sheltering to this point. Despite my desire to remain neutral in this matter, I could not, in good conscience, let events proceed without some measure of warning. The other side will move very soon, and I urge thee to leave Candlekeep this very night, if possible. The darkness may seem equally threatening, but a moving target is much harder to hit, regardless of how sparse the cover. A fighting chance is all that can be asked for at this point. Should anything go awry, Do not hesitate to seek aid from travelers along the way. I do not need to remind thee that it is a dangerous land, even without our current concerns, and a party is stronger than an individual in all respects. Should additional assistance be required, I understand that Jahira and Khalid are currently at the Friendly Arm Inn. They know little of what has passed, but they are ever thy friends and will no doubt help however they can. Luck be with us all. I'm getting too old for this. E, which is for Elminster. So Elminster has been quite friendly and helped us out, or at least tried to help Gorion, but we are now injured. If I go to myself, I can see I have fatigue, and I'm injured and I'm tired and I want to heal. So I think resting here might be a good idea. Let's have ourselves a little campfire. And this cutscene is courtesy of Beamdog and the enhanced edition of Baldur's Gate, because this did not exist in the original game. We have rested and we gained a hit point back.
Go suck your blade. Yes?
And Montaron
No
is
sooner said than done.
not very fond of us. So I will tell you one of the strategies that I have used in the past with Montaron and Zar, because they are evil, a necromancer and a fighter thief. I have quite often used them to get experience points out here, because here, we'll talk to this guy first. Klost, keep away, Bragans. A hermit needs his peace. Okay. You know, you can kill him and take his loot or whatever you want, but I'm not evil. I'm not going to do that. But anyway, somewhere on this map it's either on this map or the map above it, there is a bear. And the bear is worth something gaudy, like 600 experience points, which splits nicely amongst the group. But he's incredibly tough to kill. Well, one way to kill him is to kite him around with Montaron and Zar and have Imoen shoot arrows at him. And then have Montaron and Zar take a little dirt nap by the time you're done with them. But I'm not sure I'm going to do that this time. I think I'm just going to try to play the game a little less tricky, I guess you might say, than previous attempts. I'm going to try to play it more like a normal game. So here's our road. This goes all the way back to Camno Keep. Here's the ambush site. And what we're going to do is head over here and go to the next map spot. And I'm also going to rearrange it so that Montaron, since he's a fighter thief, is in the front row. So here we go. Over to the next map spot, and we'll travel there.
Oh, there, wanderer.
Oh, and here we go.
Stay thy course a moment to indulge
Old
the
man. Now, just so you know, he's not really an old man. He's Elminster, in disguise. Ho there, wanderer, stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man. I've been nigh unto 10 days since I've seen a soul walk in this road, and I've been without decent conversation since. Traveling nowadays appears to be the domain of either the desperate or the deranged. If thou wouldst pardon my intrusion, may I inquire which pertains to thee? A fair bit desperate, actually. Might you know the way to the Friendly Arm Inn? I was told I might find some friends there. That I would. The inn is but a short distance to the north, and its doors are open to all. I have no doubt that thy friends shall be there, waiting with open arms. My sympathies for any hardships the road may have inflicted upon thee, though I am certain everything shall turn out for the best. My, but I have wasted too much of thy time, and said too much already. I shall take my leave, and wish thee all the best. So,
A waste of my talents.
as is his wont to do, Elminster is... Oh, here we go. A Gibberline. Everybody just shoot. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, he's only got a knife.
could do no harm.
He's a necromancer, but he doesn't have a ranged weapon. He's got these. These are great. See, you never really want to use these spells as quick items. In fact, what I'm going to do is give these to Imoen, because she can't use them because she's not a wizard. But we're going to run into some mages later, and how you learn spells is by off of scrolls, memorizing them. So instead of quick casting them from a quick item, we would much rather use them the proper way. and have them memorized for a new spellcaster. So I'm going to give Czar this big quarterstaff, and part of the reason is because the quarterstaffs actually don't sell for any money, so there's no reason for me to hang on to it.
No sooner said than done.
Party got 35 experience from that, though. This is the big sign that basically says Coast Way, friendly armament to the north, Baragos to the south, and the Lion's Way west to Candlekeep. This is where the road takes a twist and turn, and we may want to go off the beaten path. There might be some adventure this way. Oh, and there's one right there. And he's got some loot. Oh yeah, 15 gold pieces. And of course, so we're all level 1 characters here. And you're probably watching this and thinking, man, I heard Baldur's Gate was great. And you're just clicking everybody on a single enemy and they're swinging and it's over. Trust me, the combat starts to really wind up around level 3-4. It starts to get interesting. This is a caravan here that has been beaten down, and that's what we know about the state of the world that we're in right now along the Sword Coast here, is that there's a lot of bandits. And Elminster himself just said, I haven't seen anybody here in 10 days, so he's been out on the road and there's nobody been here. So you can see what I'm trying to do here. This is what you spend a lot of the game doing, is trying to clear these maps of the Fog of War, because that's where all the interesting stuff is. It's just randomly on the maps. This is the first Infinity Engine game, and this was the developers doing their best job the first time. And then I think after playing it and getting it released and realizing, oh, we might want to direct the story a little bit better with geography. So that's something that happened later on. Games like Icewind Dale really improved on this particular engine, and then Baldur's Gate 2 came along and made it even better. This barrel has nothing in it. And this poor little boy over here, what's going on with him? Jace.
You funny looking.
Don't you be getting any closer, or I'll have Mom come and give you the belt. Relax, kid, I don't want to hurt you. Oh, sure. That's what the other group of bandits said, and then they went and attacked a caravan I just saw leave. They were a bunch of liars, probably just like you. Get lost. Oh, sassy little kid. I think this is another...
Hey,
Yep. Mustache to Baragos, I must. Governor Keldath must be told of the extra troops being sent his way. Baragos is to be garrisoned in case of an Amian attack, though Am has denied such intent. Of course they would deny it. The snakes make way for the messenger. So we have a messenger. We have part of the road. We're just trying to... Oh no! These guys can be tough. So here's a bandit. And I'm going to see what... Since I only have 6 hit points, I'm going to see what Czar has for a spell. Larlock's Minor Drain. Drain that guy. Oh. Good job, Czar, man. That was awesome.
a waste of my talents.
Sweet. 65 experience for that. Baldur's Gate is one of the only games I can remember playing where every single point means something. Every point of experience, every point of to hit, every point of damage. The Dungeons and Dragons system for this game, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons 2 or 2.5 or whatever it is, I kind of like it because every point counts. When you're looking at a character and you're seeing that they have these stats and what their numbers mean and things like to hit, like +2 to hit, that actually means a whole bunch, especially at level 1. It means a whole bunch. this map in particular is just killing me. When I'm pressing M key, it's zooming back out and giving me an overlay of the whole thing. This view right here, like this, and the quick zoom in and out, that was not something that was in the original Baldur's Gate, and I'm really liking it. I was hesitant to play the enhanced version of this game because I have what's called the original saga from
Hello, pal.
good old games. And the original saga is more like the original game. I was concerned about some of the changes Beamdog might have made, but so far I'm really liking them. Aeon, if you don't mind, please try to keep your voices down. There be beasties about with better hearing than we. You seem... Let's see, what should I be wearing? You seem quite at home out here. What's the most dangerous thing you've seen? The most dangerous thing I intentionally went after? Stalked an ogre mage for a few days once. Had a party of me own back then. Killed the ogre. Lost the party. Not really worth the trade, if you ask me. I've seen more dangerous beasties, but usually over my shoulder as I'm making tracks as fast as I can. No shame in running when your life is on the line. Off with you now. I've meal to catch. And I think if we go in this direction, there actually is a giant ogre that can totally rock our world. But I may just brave it out a little bit. I don't see it anywhere up here. Oh, it's down here. Yep. This is another place where if I haven't killed Zar and Montaron, they end up taking a dirt nap. Because I try to go after this ogre. Yeah, here he is. I may have to kite this bad boy and have Imoen shoot at him. This is where we may have to do some of the first halfway complicated combat. Oh! Okay. Imoen, shoot! These wolves are tough. Ooh, but we got to him before he could bite us. Good thing. 65 more experience. I'll take that. You can see I use the quick save and save frequently. A lot. I might have been wrong about this ogre. Or is he down here? Nope, there he is! Imoen, shoot! Everybody else just kind of
Yes?
hang back.
A waste of my talents.
Oh, crap. Okay, everyone there. Imoen, you keep shooting.
I've done had enough of this.
Oh, Montaron doesn't. I'm going to have him use that. And then I'm going to send
This better be good.
Montaron after him. And then I'm going to try to flank. Oh, come on. Imoen, what are you doing?
You're a
Shoot
quick
this
fellow.
thing!
My blade will cut you down to size.
If I no get help,
Montaron's going to take the dirt nap in this ogre. We're not going to kill it.
something trouble I could do no other. What need he dead?
Okay, Montaron, he just missed.
I am become death, destroyer of worlds.
We're going to kite him around. See what we can do. He really wants to kill Montaron. Yes! We did it! My party of first level amateurs killed this ogre. No way. That's awesome. Oh, we get his big club. We get 2 belts and a scroll out of it. I'm going to give the scroll to Imoen for safekeeping. These belts have to be not usable by Wizard Slayer. Wow. These belts are great. Okay. One of these belts, I believe, is actually cursed. If I remember the game correctly. But this was the most important part, was we got we got that ogre. How much experience was he worth? He was worth something. 270. So he's still not like as much as the bear. Alright. Oh, is there anything else down here? I don't think so, but we're gonna find out. I'm really concerned now. Montaron's got 1 hit point and he's oh. I think what that means is that the protection spell that we got on us when we left. Oh, here we go. Alright, I can kill a Zvart, and
What's the
Imwin can kill a Zvart, and he can kill a Zvart, and Montaron needs to kind of...
blade will cut you down to size.
Montaron needs to attack from a different direction.
Become death, destroyer of worlds.
Perfect. You, down there. You, over here.
This better be. I'll do your toil.
Alright.
Make it quick.
You don't get much experience for the Zvarts,
No sooner said than done.
but they do drop the loot. Oh, I can't pick up anymore.
Yep.
Imlin? Alright, everybody needs to
Yes?
come down
A
here.
waste of my
Fair
talents.
enough. I am gone.
Pick that up.
What? Of course.
One other thing I've always loved about Baldur's Gate was the music for this series. You're roaming around these hillsides and these hawks are screaming and the music is just, it was always so good. It still is. I still love listening to it. So I'm going to clear some of this map off. And then we're going to head up the road and we'll worry about clearing the rest of it on the way back down when we have the rest of our party members and we're a little more healthy. Because right now Montaron with 1 hit point and me with 6 is not ideal. Friendly arm in. To the north. Oh. I'm having a question here. Oh, no. This is the edge of the map. Okay, great. The friendly arm in. Time to go see this place. Oh, and this is a new cutscene that didn't exist in the previous game. This is another one of those enhanced edition things that Beamdog did. It looks very nice. Meet with Khalid and Jahira. Safe at last at the friendly arm in. My next step should be to go see Khalid
Of course.
and Jahira.
I should have joined the army.
Welcome to the friendly arm in. I trust you know the rules of conduct within. There are rules? What kind of rules? Perhaps rules is a touch too formal. It is unwritten but accepted that while herein you will act with the utmost of civility to all other guests. This is neutral ground, and all grievances are left at the gates. If the grievances come in, then you will go out. Enjoy your stay. Okay. Before I do that, I'm going to scout around the friendly arm in because I don't know where it is. Somewhere around here. One of these trees just outside the friendly arm in. And you have to hunt for it with your mouse. It's somewhere around here is a little nest of a patch of dirt or something. But it has a diamond or something really awesome in it that's worth a lot of money.
Tell us a story, Monty. Something with bears and gold.
Czar is a little crazy.
That mad wizard is off on one of his spells again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on, Montaron, lighten up. Must you be so moody all the time?
I think Czar could use some lithium. I want to say that it's around one of these Bruce looking trees. But if I can't find it, I'm not going to torture you guys with it. So, oh, there it is, right there. It gets highlighted. That's awesome. What is in there? Yeah, magic ring. Okay. I can't pick it up though, so I need to transfer some stuff over to M1. We gotta sell all this junk. You can get backpacks that allow you to hold more materials. I
Make
need
it
to
quick.
do
A
this.
waste of my
Where
talents.
is it? There, right under there. I was right. It was under a blue spruce tree though.
Yes?
Yes. That is the voice I am used to hearing. I think every character I've ever played in Baldur's Gate has always used male #1 for a voice. I'm a little concerned because I think you get jumped in here by some people. The guard talks about grievances, and then I think someone actually jumps you. There's a door there. I know there's a quest in one of these buildings, and it might be that one. But I want to get to the inn first, and I want to get some rest. And I want to get Khalid and Jahira, because I'm going to need their help. Khalid is a very nice fighter, and Jahira is a druid fighter, so she has some healing spells. This is a guard. These are just random people, commoners and cows. And here is the inn. And these guys are all tired of their jobs.
Hi, friend.
And here we go. This punk, Tarnesh. Hi, friend. I've not seen you here before today. What brings you to the Friendly Arm Inn? This is assassin number 3. Here to meet with some friends. Oh, you must be whom I am. You must be whom I am to meet then. I will take you to your friends. But first, I should be sure you are the correct person. Is your name Cain? Yes, it is. Perfect. You are indeed the person I seek. Hold still a moment, won't you? No! I won't hold still.
What?
I'm gonna bash your head in, punk.
What needs he dead?
Alright.
Go suck your blade.
You're a queer fellow.
It's part of Montaron I actually really like.
If I must.
Montaron,
Ye spoke at me.
stab this guy.
Your voice is ambrosia.
Oh yes, we got him. Perfect.
Make it quick. No sooner said than done.
What you want?
Awesome. And he dropped something too if I can get that guard to leave.
This way.
She's gonna pick up a whole bunch of stuff from him. Wow, okay. Oh, she can get it all too. She's got a whole bunch of spells. And what's this note? Bounty notice. Be it known to all those of evil intent that a bounty has been placed upon the head of Cain, foster child of Gorion. Last seen in the area, Candlekeep, this person is to be killed in quick order. Those returning with proof of the deed shall receive no less than 200 coins of gold. As always, any that reveal these plans to the forces of law shall join the target in their fate. Okay. So the
Yes.
third assassin
A waste of
that
my
we've ran
talents.
into. Let's get up here and get healed. Let's get to the inn.
Friend,
Oh,
good
who's
to
this
meet
guy?
a fine sod such as yourself.
Jopi. I can't stand the way the roads are cut off these days. Milko's in Baldur's Gate, and I can't get there to see him. How come the roads are cut off? Where you been these past few months? The roads are crawling with brigands and bandits after every scrap of iron you can get. Sure, you must have fled some on your trip here. Lest you came by the West Road, that is. My accents are terrible, sorry. I hate to punish all you people. Why is the West Road still open? If there's ever a book shortage, that road to Candlekeep will be the most dangerous of them all, I assure you. But these folks are after metal, so they're sticking mainly to the larger trade routes between Baldur's Gate and Am. And guess what? This here inn is smack dab in the middle of it all.
Of course.
It's one thing about these Dungeons and Dragons Infinity Engine games, there's a lot of reading going on, so I'm having to read for you folks. I could choose not to read and force you to read, but I assume I'm making an assumption about the way people watch YouTube videos. I assume sometimes you're just turning this on and doing something else, and you want to hear my voice read the characters and talk about strategy and things like that. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna force you guys to stare at the screen all the time. Alright, we've made it here. Here are Khalid and Jahira. So let's get them in our troop.
How long must we wait here? Things stir to the south as we sit.
Greetings. You look familiar, though it is not your looks. I am not sure what I expected, but I believe you are Gorion's child. I am Jahira. This is Khalid. Good to know you. We are old friends of your adopted father. He is not with you? I must assume the worst. He would not permit his only child to wander without his accompaniment. If he passed, we share your loss. Gorion often said that he worried for your safety, even at the expense of his own. He also wished that Khalid and I would become your guardians, if he should ever meet an untimely end. However, you are much older now, and the choice of your companions should be your own. We could travel with you until you get settled, help you find your lot in life. Poor Khalid is a stutterer. It would be a fitting last service to Gorion, though we should first go to Nashkel. Khalid and I looked into local concerns, and there are rumors of strange things happening at the mines. No doubt you have heard of the iron shortage. You would do well to help us. It affects everyone, including you. We are to meet the mayor of the town, Baron Gaskell. Your company would be welcome. Well, good. We'll leave as soon as you're ready, though it should be soon. One of the interesting things about Baldur's Gate is that you have these companions, and they will leave your group if you don't do what they're asking for relatively soon. And so whereas Khalid and Jahira and Montaran and Zahn want to go to the south as quickly as possible and go to this Nashkel deal, if you don't do it, they'll eventually leave your party if you just wander around the hillsides. Potion of invisibility. That could be really convenient. I'm going to leave that on her quick slot item. So Khalid is a fighter. He has relatively good stats for a fighter. 15 strength, 16 dex, 17 constitution, so he should get good hit points. And he has 15 intelligence, which is almost wasted, but not really. And then Jahira is a fighter druid. So Khalid has a total of an 82 when it comes to his points, and Jahira has an 85. She has really a lot of points. I kind of feel like her charisma is a little bit wasted, but as a druid fighter, she has a 17 constitution, which is good, and a 15 strength, which is funny. It's the same as Khalid. This is a 14 dexterity and a 14 wisdom, and so she's not a great druid because her wisdom's so low. She's much more of just a fighter. But anyway, she comes with some druid spells and things like that. And right now she's got a quarterstaff and some leather armor. So we have a lot of things going on here. We got leather armor. Let's see. Khalid is carrying a shield and some splint mail. And we have the studded leather armor on our fighter thief. So what I'm going to look at is her spells. She has a couple of cure light wounds. So we are going to have her cast those before we rest here at the inn. She completely heals Montaran, and then she's going to heal me. And then what I really want to do is set up spells for these two. So for her, those are her spells, and I can't remember how I access her spells. How do I do that? Oh, I think it's right here. Priest spell. So she is a druid, but she gets these scrolls, and you don't have to go in here and change these. Any spellcaster, besides sorcerers and shamans, must memorize spells using the rest button on the left panel after choosing their spells on the mage book or priest scroll pages. So memorized. Oh, so if I want to go to so here's what I do. You click down on the bottom here. So I'm going to undo that because I don't ever want to use entangle. You're much better off having bless for a particularly difficult battle, and then a bunch of cure light wounds. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to switch over to wizard for him. He's going to have Larlock's Minor Drain and Chill Touch. And I don't like Chill Touch because it requires you to be too close, but he has Larlock's memorized twice, so that's perfect for him. So everybody has what I want for memorized spells. We're healed, and now what we need to do before we do anything else, let's go sell to this guy, Bentley, Mirror Shade. I love his last name.
It's been dreadful slow business lately.
Iron is the lifeblood of this whole region, and it's sure painful when it gets scarce. So what can I do for you? What do you have to sell? Alright, so one thing you can do in this game is you can go to rumors, and if you basically buy a drink, he'll tell you something. We're not going to worry about that right now. What I really want to do is sell some things. So for instance, things like Lynx Eye Gems, worth a little bit of money. Sell that. A gold ring is just cash. Same thing with the silver ring. It's cash. You can't enchant those or anything. I'm going to go through everybody's stuff, and I'm going to look at... She's got short sword, morning stars, a scroll. See, quarterstaffs are worth 0, so you never do anything with those. Morning stars, I don't think I want anybody wielding a morning star. I'm going to sell those. Short swords, I'm going to sell 2 of those. Part of the problem with the iron shortage is that your long swords will break because there's weak iron. Someone's poisoning the iron. That's part of the story that you're going to find out pretty soon, and I know that ahead of time, so I'm going to hang on to some amount of weaponry. And then he doesn't have the option anywhere in here to identify things, so you can't do that.
Stop touching!
He doesn't like being touched, but he also doesn't have an identify scroll. So there's nothing we can do with those belts for
Make
right
it
now.
quick, of course.
Before we decide to rest at the inn and
No sooner
memorize
said than done.
spells,
This better be sleep lightly, taskmaster.
I'm going to send Montaron around to basically look for things. Oh, and he can do, let's see, thieving. Lockpick failed. Oh, come on. Are you that bad? Emmeline, what is yours? Are you better? Lockpick failed. Okay. Who's better at lockpicking? Open locks is 25 for her. And for him, his open locks is also 25, so they both stink. Lockpick just keeps failing. I guess we can't get that open yet.
Of course.
Montaron.
Meaty dead. Go, suck
Oh,
your
here we go.
blade.
This guy. Unshi.
You cannot get better
Have you
than
heard?
stability stone walls provide.
There's a rogue ogre with a belt fetish to the south of the friendly Armin. I had to bargain my new girdle of piercing for my life out there. Wasn't even interested in an autographed copy of my book. Hey, if you could get that belt back, I'd be mighty grateful. Rogue ogre.
What?
Well, I actually have
No
his
sooner
belt.
said than done.
You cannot get better than the
He was a weird one, weren't he?
stone walls
Ugh.
provide.
I can still smell him on you. I'll pay you 10 gold pieces for returning the girdle and another 60 to find the nearest bath. So there we go. We lost that belt that we didn't identify. No real sense in it. Let's see. Oh. What can we grab? See. If those daggers were worth more, it'd be worth grabbing them. But they just take up inventory slots for something that only has about a value of 1 gold piece. So there's our throwing daggers. I'm gonna take those though. Czar could use those since he doesn't really have a ranged weapon.
You
Montaron.
spoke at me. Sleep lightly, taskmaster.
I really do like Montaron's voice, even though he ends up kind of getting killed early for me most of the time. Can he open it? Lockpick failed. Can I lockpick anything? No. And I don't know what my rolls are either, so I have no idea how close or far away I come from actually succeeding there. Oh. Lockpick failed. Is there any way to be successful at lockpicking here? I guess not. I know that there's one more person worth talking to in this inn, and I think it's on the last floor. Oh. Yeah. Alright.
Make it a waste of my talents.
Go upstairs to the second level.
A waste of
I
my
think
talents.
this is the person that we want to talk to. Landrin.
A pleasure it is to meet you.
Hey, I've got a teeny bit of spider infestation happening in my cellar in Baragast. I was on my way to the gate to get some poison, but this would be a lot easier on my legs, to be honest. You'll know the house when you see it. It's right to the west of the Jovial Juggler Inn. Bring back their bodies to prove you've done the job, and I'll give you 100 gold pieces. If you could, please bring my husband's old boots and my old bottle of wine back as well, and I'll throw in something extra. So now we have a quest all the way down
This better sleep
in
lightly,
Baragast.
taskmaster.
That's why, and since we're eventually going to go that way, we might as well have got that quest. And Montaron is just going to fail right and left on everything. And we're going to open up a drawer and we're actually not going to find anything in it. Oh, and there's a whole bunch more sleeping people. Nothing really worth grabbing that I can remember from playing the game the first time. I have two of the worst thieves ever. Oh my goodness, it's killing me. I'm gonna quick save because I want to try something here. Oh, yeah, can you? I was gonna try to get the sleeping halfling, but I can't get close enough to her to actually do it. That's funny. The nobleman. Nope. Alright. Everything's locked, so we're gonna take off. And what we're gonna do is
A waste of my time. No sooner
come
said than
down
done.
here and get a night's sleep from Bentley Mirrorshade.
My inn is open to all who
Behave themselves. Behave yourself. We're gonna sleep in the peasant bed. Let's see. Peasant, merchant, noble. This is how much money's worth here in this game. You can see I have 410 gold pieces as a group, and I'm gonna be cheap and spend one on the peasant room. While an adequate place to rest, rooms of this type offer little more than a roof over one's head. Recuperative benefits will likely be minimal. You get what you pay for. The merchant. Favorite of the frugal business traveler, rooms of this type are basic but comfortable. A good solid mattress and clean linen for when one must awaken presentable but not so pampered as to promote oversleeping. Okay, I'm gonna spend 3 gold then on that. And this is another of the really nice Beam Dog cutscenes that they've updated for the enhanced edition. I like that quite a bit. It's just seeing that, just seeing scenes like that makes me want to have a pint down at my wife's restaurant. And for those of you who are maybe watching this video and wondering what am I talking about? Yes, in real life I'm married, and in real life my wife owns a restaurant. 8 taps.
Gather your party before venturing forth.
Where is everybody? Where is everybody? Who am I missing? Okay, so we got a little pathing problem over here.
What? No sooner said than done.
But yes, my wife owns a restaurant, and she owns 8 taps and a really nice bar, and I love going there and getting a really, really nice beer. So it's nighttime, it's dark. Now, you can wander around the rest of the Friendly Arm Inn, but there's not much here. It's beautifully rendered. It's really nice, but there's not an actual awful lot going on here. So, but one of these houses has a quest. And who's this person? Commoner. And this is a sleeping man.
Make it quick. No sooner said than done.
And I don't think there's anything else going on inside this house. You can come in here and try to thieve this stuff. There's a sword there. Take that long sword because I'm going to need long swords because they're going to get broken.
No sooner said than done.
Yes. And then we're going to come down here. I think this is the house with the quest. Yep.
A waste of my talents.
Hey there. You're new here, aren't you? Could I trouble you a moment? Tell me what you need, but make it quick. Certainly, my lady. Speak your mind. Such manners. Well, I need a gruff hand for this task, so keep your please and thank you garbage for the nobles. I was robbed blind by some hobgoblins within sight of this very inn's walls, and I need you to return the favor. They took my ring, and that's all I want back. Will you do it? What's in it for me? Nothing? I have no gold to give you. I was just robbed, remember? You'll be doing that out of the goodness of your heart. I will do this for you. Thank you. Creatures were just to the north of the inn, which reminds me, before we go, I need to check something out here. Imowin is down to 4 arrows. We're going to get a lot of arrows, though. We are going to get a lot of arrows. I need to check out what these guys' skills are, too, because you know what? It never occurred to me to check very well. He's got a short sword and a sling. Is what his proficiencies are. And that's me, 2 weapon style. Short sword, sling. Resistance is weapon style bonuses none. Khalid, weapon style bonuses none. He has proficiency in long sword and an axe, so he has a long sword, which is great. Jahira is a quarterstaff and a sling, and her fighting styles prefer club. She's got bonuses for club, and we don't have any clubs. This is a warhammer. And then what do we got here? We got short swords for her. Hers is short sword and a short bow, so we will keep her with the bow. And he has no real weapons except for dagger. He gets a bonus with the dagger. Okay. Well, let's go leave the friendly arm in. And let's go get this ring before we wander off on our adventure further away. Before we head south towards the mines of Nashko. So this road is what you want to take around the inn. You can see the inn here, it hogs most of the map. If you go around here and up to the north, we're going to run into those hobgoblins she was talking about. And they have the advantage of being able to shoot at you from range, and we really only have 1 archer, so we're going to take some damage on this night, and we're gonna
Spare no one.
Eric, here they come. Shoot.
My blade will cut you down to size.
I'm gonna send Khalid up there to get that guy.
Destroyer of war. Your voice is embroidered hardly worth my time. I am become death.
What?
Destroyer of worlds.
I'm just having everybody swing because I don't want to waste spells yet. So these guys are nice. They have helmets and they got some gems. This is really good stuff.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Khalid, he's so timid. Alright.
Make it quick.
That's
No
2
sooner said than
hobgoblins.
Can I? I'll do my best.
Kind of like Khalid's voice, but we haven't found a ring yet. And I'm gonna make sure that everybody that can wear a helmet has one. So even though I don't care so much about... Oh, they can't wear helmets. The thieves... Well, yeah, they can. They don't have helmets, I guess, is what that graphic was for. Jahira doesn't have a helmet. Now she's got one. And this is a bastard sword. 2d4. A little more reliable when it comes to damage. But anyways,
Yes? No sooner said than done.
back we go. Up in this direction. And this is one of the reasons why I prefer playing Baldur's Gate 2 as opposed to Baldur's Gate. It's just because for the first 3 or 4 levels of Baldur's Gate, you really just click and go hit things and hope you don't die. There's not a lot of strategy to early level Dungeons and Dragons. You know, you get a few spells, but the whole process of having to sleep to memorize spells makes you want to use them very judiciously. You don't want to just be firing them off all over the place. So the first 3 or 4 levels are not that great, whereas when you start off with Baldur's Gate 2, I think you start off at level 8 or 9 or something like that, and and so your characters have a lot more resources available, and combat is a lot more interesting. So typically when I've wanted to take a trip down nostalgia lane and play Baldur's Gate, I just play Baldur's Gate 2, but I think only one time in my entire life have I taken a character from all the way through Baldur's Gate 1 and all the way through Baldur's Gate 2, taking the same character through. And it just seemed like such a neat idea, and when Will Register from Friendly Gaming Network saw that I was going to do it, he's like, you know, you just need to make a YouTube video series. It would be really cool. So that's why we're doing this. Now, I'm going to go up here. He's going to go for that guy. Khalid is going to go for this guy. Jahira's going to shoot for the deep man.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna cluster up real quick,
No sooner said than done.
and
You've a task?
you can put quick spells on here, and I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna make her. She's gonna cast Bless. And he's gonna use Larlock's Minor Drain on this guy right here. Didn't take as much off him as I hoped it would, but that's alright.
Oh, my heart's really not in this.
Yes?
He's gonna fight there.
What need he dead?
He's gonna flank around. She's gonna shoot.
Something
And he's gonna kind of flank
happy
too.
with my time.
I'm pausing this with the spacebar as we get along here. You see how long Bless takes to cast. Everybody's gonna be dead by the time
What?
Khalid
Can I
kill this guy. Now everybody gets +1 to hit and damage, which is just gonna tear these guys up.
Make it quick.
But I don't think these are. I think these are the Canteen ogres. I don't think these are the ogres we were looking
You
for.
have need of me? If none are better.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. Khalid's going to go in here and check out all their loot. Oh, and he's over encumbered already, so he starts moving slower when that happens. And you can go in here and you can look and see his 120 pounds is what his max is, and we got him at 132. So that's what you get for having a 15th strength. Is you don't get to be as strong as someone like me who can carry 320 pounds. And the weight on this is 15, so I want to carry all the heavy stuff. I'm going to give him those because I want him to throw the darts as opposed to using a knife or a dagger. And he got a little wounded there.
Yes? Of course.
And there's some more stuff there.
You
So
spoke at me?
Montaron is going to have to grab that stuff. He's going to grab it. Oh, and is that the ring? I think that's the ring. That is the ring right there. Joya's Flame Dance Ring. That's what we wanted. So the spell I'm going to give to Jahira to hold on to. And we did find the ogres we were looking for.
In a what the hell is wrong with you kind of way.
Not be mocked, thou most slanderous harlot.
This is what happens when you put people in your group that have different alignments. It's one of the things that makes Baldur's Gate have its charm. And if you keep them in the group long enough, they will, if they don't like each other, your companions will,
Make it quick.
some of them may leave your party.
Yes?
What you want? Stop touching me!
Nature's servant awaits as good as done.
And Montaron, come up here and flank. Get up here, you tonky. Oh, there we go. Alright. And Jahira.
Yes, as you do.
Everybody's got to grab some loot because this stuff gets heavy.
Yes? Of course.
So I just came up here because I wanted to get some experience. There's 35 experience. I'm trying to get these guys to level 2 so they're not so fragile. So we're just going to kind of go around. And the only thing we've done is use Bless. That's the only spell that we've done. So I think what I might want to do is just head south to Baragast and not worry about going back into the Friendly Arm Inn and camping one more night. So we'll go finish this quest off and get the experience points for it. And there we are, we've kind of circled the whole thing. There's nothing up here in this corner up here. So we're going to have everybody head over here. We're going to talk to Joy. We're going to give her a flame dance ring. And then I typically don't like my YouTube videos to actually go longer than a half an hour. And I've already broken my rule by twice that here on this episode with the Friendly Arm Inn. But it seemed like a good idea to do all of the content of the Friendly Arm Inn and then end the video and we can head south. So here
no
we are.
sooner said than done.
I thank you. This ring was a gift when I set out on my own. Couldn't bear the thought of some smelly old hobgoblin having it. You are a good sort, and I'll say so to anyone that asks.
Gorion would be proud of your actions.
I returned to Flame Dance Ring to join the friendly Armin. So what we did there is, if I want to expand this, oh no, I don't think I can
Good
I?
on you if you saved the day.
So we got 400 experience points and our reputation increased by 1. Now when you have evil characters in your party and your reputation increases,
Of course.
they become more likely to leave. Viconia is a dark elf cleric, she is totally worth having. But if your reputation exceeds 19, I believe, she will leave your group. And we can look in here and let's go see what our information. Let's see if where is that information? Reputation average 12. So if we were to find Viconia right now and get her in our party and swap somebody else out for her, when our reputation reaches 19, she'll leave the party. I like Viconia a lot, but she's not the only cleric in the game. So at this point in time, this is a good place for me to end this video, so I will say that's what we're going to do, and I will thank everybody for watching episode 2 of Let's Play Baldur's Gate. This has been so much fun, and I can't wait to show you all further into the game when the combat starts to get really fun, and we have wizards throwing flame spells around and fireballs, and we have Minsk yelling at Boo, and or yelling
Even
for
with
Boo.
infravision, I prefer the daylight.
The one-offs here are so fun. But anyways, thank you for watching. Come back on episode 3 as we head toward Baragast. And thank you for watching Let's Play.